winner go home time here in the 3C2A as we get ready for state SoCal regional play-in matchup between Moorpark and College of the Canyons here from Whitten Field. I'm Matt Robinson, glad to have you along with us as we finish out the season here at home for now. Chance for both these teams to try and move into the next round as we get ready for a play-in matchup between College of the Canyons and Moorpark. We'll go right to the Moorpark lineup. Lily Cougars will lead things off, followed by Riley Redmond, then Morgan Casillas. Daniela Isararas will bat the 4 spot as the catcher. Kaylee Green, the first baseman in the 5 spot. Then Alyssa Morales, the pitcher, followed by Riley Furness, Ariane Munoz, and Danielle Shinko, with Abriana Ramirez as the flex playing first base for Delaney Diaz's squad. And Moorpark. John Wismath will send Akane Gonzalez to the circle today. 12-7 on the season for Akane with a 2.89 ERA. The sophomore in 116 innings pitched has given up 60 runs, 48 of them earned with 41 walks and 48 strikeouts. A whip of 1.4 this season. Give us a chance real quick to look at the bracket. As you take a look, Canyons and Moorpark in the play-in game, 16-17. Unfortunately, the winner gets a rough test. The #1 team in the state in Palomar. 37-1 this season is Palomar. Those games will be played on Friday and Saturday down in the San Diego area. But it's a win or go home scenario here today between these two sides. That's pretty much how to play it here today, is you got to win to get in. Otherwise, you start your summer a little bit early. As we are ready to go. Just waiting on Earl Thomas to get behind the plate, the home plate umpire today. Not sure what's going on. Seems to be a field issue, maybe? John Wismath walked out to talk to the grounds crew. Here's Lily Cougars to lead things off. The center fielder this season batting .459 with 16 doubles, 10 home runs, and 40 runs batted in as the first pitch misses and we are underway. So you ask Akane Gonzalez, the sophomore, to come out and hold down a lineup that struggled last time they played. They played earlier in the season, a 2-1 win for Canyons back on March 3rd. That was an Anais Perez start. She went the full amount, gave up just 1 run in the ball game. Lily Cougars was 1 for 4, drove in the only run in that ball game. She stands in here on a 1-1 count, waiting on the Akane Gonzalez delivery. So fouled back to the screen. The count 1-2. For Akane, she missed some time middle of the year with a bit of an injury bug, but is back out there now. Her last 3 appearances, she went 9 innings and a loss to Palomar on the 18th. And got picked up a win against LA Valley in a 5-inning shutout. Gave up just 2 hits in that ball game. Her last 10 appearances, 58 innings pitched. 43 runs, 38 of them earned, 58 innings pitched, a 4-3 record with a 3.38 ERA. As Cougars hits this one on the ground towards third, it's a fair ball. Soriano, a long throw. Great stretch by the first baseman, Merida, to get Cougars by a step. 1 away. Give us a chance to set the defense here for College of the Canyons. It's Amber Phillips behind the plate. Giselle Marita at first. Jordan Shepard at second. Belinda Lujano, the shortstop. Jasmine Soriano at third. Then Jimenez, and Vieric from left to right in the outfield. That's Janice and Jocelyn Jimenez. The issue is there's a little bit too much water on the field. John spent quite a bit of time, John Wismath, the Canyons head coach, spent quite a bit of time before the game and put quite a bit of water down. And so now we've got field crew out fixing it. So a sunny day rain delay essentially here. As Riley Redmond will have to wait for the moment. So who would have thunk it? A sunny day rain delay here due to a little bit too much water on the field from pregame. So here's Riley Redmond, 326 this year for the two-hitter. Redmond, 3 doubles, 2 triples. It's 0 for 3 in the previous meeting between these two teams. Takes a called strike on the outer half as she runs ahead. The left-handed slap hitting outfielder. 32 games, 31 starts this year, a WAR of 2.32. Tries to get something started here in the top half of the first inning. This one lifted on the air on the infield. Jordan Shepard calling for it will make the play. So 2 quick outs here in the first. Brings us to the 3-hitter, Morgan Casillas, hitting a crazy .489 this year. 14 doubles, 3 home runs. Casillas 11th in the state in batting average at that .489. 45 hits and 92 at bats. Her 14 doubles are 25th most in the state. She was 0 for 2 though in their previous meeting. Had a good end of the season, a 2 for 3 day on the 23rd against Mount San Jacinto with an RBI. An active 6-game hitting streak right now for the freshman. She waits on the Akane Gonzalez 1-1. This one popped up foul territory and will get down foul, as there's nothing Giselle Marita could really do to get to that one. So it makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two away here in the top half of the first inning. Last time these two teams played back on March 3rd, it was a 2-1 battle, as we said. It was a pitcher's duel. Neither offense could really get anything going against the opposing side. So this ball lifted in the air to left field. Janice Jimenez patrolling will make the catch easily. A 1-2-3 start for Akane Gonzalez. So Canyons off to a good start in the circle. We'll see if they can do the same at the plate, as we'll give you the Canyons lineup. Very familiar to what they've had towards the end of the year. Belinda Lujano, the shortstop, will lead it off. Jocelyn Jimenez in the 2 spot, then her sister Janice, the future All-American. Followed by Krista Vierk, Jordan Shepard, Jasmine Soriano, then Giselle Marita, Amber Phillips, and Yahali Gonzalez is the DP for College of the Canyons today. They will face Alyssa Morales. The pitcher on this season, 10-9 with a 4.65 ERA, 96 1/3 innings pitched, 76 runs, 64 of them earned, 67 walks, 77 strikeouts, and a whip of 1.8 this season. For Morales, did not pitch in the initial contest between these two teams. It was Abril Ramirez in that one who went 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, and 1 earned. So you go with Morales here, trying to change things up a bit for Moorpark, as it is, again, a win-or-go-home scenario here today for both these sides. We'll start it off with Belinda Lujano for College of the Canyons. .390 this season for Lujano with 48 hits, 123 at-bats, 6 doubles, 3 triples, and 24 runs batted in. Was 0 for 2 with a walk. The previous meeting back on March 3rd, as the slap hitter will get things started. First pitch in for a called strike. Lujano takes. And we even the count here. Chop just foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes count. Here to Belinda Lujano. Delivery misses up, evens the count at 2-2. Good pitch from Morales that time. This is the Canyons offense this season that, as a team, 265 runs is 15th most in the state, a 341 average, 15th in the state as well. But they've been tough to strike out, just 89 strikeouts this season, 4th best in the 3C2A. One of the only 3 teams better than them is actually Moorpark, as there's called strike 3 on the outside corner. So right on cue. Not a lot of strikeouts against Canyons this year, but a strikeout looking as Lujano down. First strikeout of the ball game. For Alyssa Morales, which will bring us Jocelyn Jimenez here with the 1 away. Jimenez this season, .429 average, 5 doubles, a triple, and a home run, 19 runs batted in. Her and her sister have been terrorizing opposing pitchers through the middle of the order this season. Jimenez 1 for 3 in the last contest between these two teams. 23 walks is 11th most in California this year. If she gets on base, she's a danger as well. She's got 20 stolen bases. Over her last 3, just 2 hits, both those games against Palomar, and then an 0 for 2 game against LA Valley. But 12 for her last 28 over the last 10 games. Takes that pitch, and the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Fouls this one away on a pitch that rose up and in. One of the team leaders in batting average this season. He's had 16 multi-hit games this year. Swings and pokes that one right to third, but it's right into the glove of Roberto Ramirez. So 2 up, 2 down. Will bring us Janice Jimenez. 488 this year for Janice Jimenez. Another outstanding season, 13th best average in the state. An on-base percentage of .561. 50 runs scored, which is 9th most in the state. Her 8 triples are 2nd best in California, to go along with her 61 hits as she swings and fouls the first pitch straight back into our equipment. It's 0-1. Very dangerous batter that Alyssa Morales needs to be careful with here in Jimenez. One of the all-time leaders now in hits for Canyons in her career. Will go down as one of the best Cougars in a 2-year span. Takes called strike 2, and it's 0-2. Takes her time as she gets ready to get back into the batter's box, waiting on an 0-2. As Morales trying to match Connie Gonzalez with a 1-2-3. The 0-2 misses up. For Janice, the last time these two teams played, she didn't have a hit, but she had 2 walks and she scored both Canyons runs. She stole 2 bases in that ball game as well. She's down on strikes, back or 2 punch outs in the inning for Morales on a very good pitch to strike out a very tough hitter who does not strike out a lot. Just 7th strikeout of the year against Janice Jimenez. A 1-2-3 inning. 6 retired in the first, 3 for each side. We go to the second, no score.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
There's Daniela Isarararas to lead things off. Takes the first pitch outside. Isarararas 407 this season, 3 doubles, 7 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Had a double and 2 at-bats back on March 3rd. Chases an off-speed pitch, and the count is even at 1-1. Catcher 10 or 12 for 21 over her last 10 games. Refused to chase that one up and away. Set out us a lot of pop in terms of home runs, but not a lot of extra base hits, just 10 of them on the season, as we said. On a little 2-game hit streak, takes a changeup for a strike as Gonzalez staying very patient with her. Power numbers, though, in terms of extra base hits per at-bat, as this one popped up on the right side. Playable for Krista Vierik, the right fielder, who'll make the catch, so that'll negate that thought from us, and we'll go one away here in the inning. Kaylee Green will lead things off. This one popped up foul, out of play. Green 400 hitter this season, 8 doubles, 2 triples, 4 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Had a hit in 3 at-bats back in March. Takes up and out of the zone. Milestone games from her this season. 30th RBI back on April 2nd against Santa Monica. This ball fouled away. Her last home run actually on the 16th against Santa Barbara. She does have 4 home runs this season. Solid on the infield as well with 64 assists. Hits this one in the air to deep left field. Could this leave? It does. And it is a home run, a solo shot for Kaylee Green. And Moorpark has a 1-0 lead. So Green kind of just gets under it and lifts the pitch to deep left, and it just stays inside the foul pole. A sky home run. And Moorpark gets the all-important first run of the ball game. As Alyssa Morales now will step in, the pitcher hitting 400 on the year. Moorpark 10-6 when they score first this season. And 13-5 when they get a home run in a ball game. As they've got a 1-0 lead, and Morales with a base hit out to left field that just gets over the infield's head. So back-to-back hits off Akane Gonzalez here for Moorpark. Brings us to Riley Furness. The 7-hitter with a runner on, swings and fouls the first pitch off. .351 average this year for Furness. 4 home runs, 30 runs batted in. So Moorpark offense this year that's also pretty good, top 15 in a lot of categories, top 25 and plenty more as well. Just 82 strikeouts this season is 3rd best in the state. This ball lifted in the air towards straightaway center field, going to be a long run. Janice Jimenez coming on, makes a nice play, and there's 2 down. That's a really tough play for the center fielder Jimenez. on a shallow fly ball. So 2 down for Ariane Munoz. Talking about Moorpark, 263 runs during the regular season. Munoz 7 doubles, a home run, a 300 average. Swings and fouls this one away. Moorpark 3.5 extra base hits per game is 8th most in the state on average this season. They average 8.2 runs per game, top 10 as well. Been an excellent offense this season. Munoz waits on a 2-strike pitch from Akane Gonzalez. Throw down to second base, goes into center field from Amber Phillips. It's a stolen base for Alyssa Morales, her 10th of the year, as nobody for Canyons was out to cover second base. But at this point, nobody hurt. Ariane Munoz waits. 0 for 3, left a runner on base on the 3rd. Fouls this one in and out of the glove of Amber Phillips. For Moorpark, 53rd stolen base of the season, or 54th stolen base of the season for them. For Canyons, they've only thrown about 12% of runners. 7 runners caught stealing on 57 attempts now this year. As Munoz ready and waiting on the Akane Gonzalez delivery. Munoz down on strikes. First punch out of the day for Akane Gonzalez. Solo home run from Kaylee Green is the only tally of the inning. Home half of the second upcoming here, 1-0 Moorpark score.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Eric Shepard and Soriano, the scheduled hitters for Canyons here. As the Cougars trail 1-0 after the solo home run from Green. Eric, 346 this season. 7 doubles, 20 runs batted in on the year for her. She swings and hits this one down the left field line, but it'll twist foul. Canyons looking for their first base runner. Trailing 1-0 here in the bottom half of the second inning. Vierick 0 for 3 in that game in March. For Canyons, just 7 and 14 when trailing first in a ball game. Eric ready for a 2-1. Swings and hits this one sharply on the ground right at first base. Kaylee Green scoops it up, one away. One down for Jordan Shepard. The second baseman batting .290 this year with 11 doubles, couple of home runs, 27 RBI. Trying to find the first base runner of the ball game for COC. So far, Alyssa Morales has retired 5 in a row. Scratch that 4 in a row. Better math by me. Defensively for Moorpark, if we didn't set it, he said Ross behind the plate. Green at first, Munoz at second, Furness at short, Ramirez at third. Redmond, Cogar, and Shinko from left to right in the outfield. 1-0 pitch on the outer half of the plate for a called strike. It's 0-1 here to Jordan Shepard, the second baseman. Eight for her last 25 over the final 10 games of the season. Missed a little bit of time in the middle part of the year with some injury concerns, but back healthy and back in there at second base. Hits one just down the line. It's a foul ball. Behind in the count, 1-2. Morales overthrows on the 1-2 and misses up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. This one chopped on the ground towards short. Scooped by Furness. Quick throw gets Shepard by a step. 2 down. That'll bring Jasmine Soriano, the third baseman, in. .310 for Soriano with 11 doubles and a home run. Part of 10 different players that were selected in the WSC South end of season awards. Cougars had 4 players make the first team, 4 players make the second team, and 2 on the third team. And I honestly can't remember who was where, other than I know the Jimenez sisters were on the first team. This one lifted in the air towards shallow center field. Coming in is Cogar to make the catch. 6 in a row retired for Alyssa Morales. We go to the third. 1-0 Moorpark.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us. Comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Top 3 we go. Danielle Shinko will lead things off, then back to the top of the order in Cogar and Redmond. Only damage so far, the Kaylee Green solo home run back in the second with one away. Only 2 hits in the ball game so far right now from Green and Morales. The only 2 from either side to reach base. Here's Shinko, a 241 hitter this season. Swings and fouls the first pitch away. Shinko on a good little run over the last 10, 7 for her last 20. A home run, a double, and 5 runs batted in. On a minor 2-game hitting streak coming in. Off-speed pitch misses down. This ball popped up foul territory. Amber Phillips may have a play on it, but it actually kicks off the heel of her glove. And so new life here for Shinko. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Shinko waits on the Akane Gonzalez delivery, pops this one up on the first base side. This time Giselle Marita is there to make the play. One away. So back to the top to Lily Coger. Coger 459 this year, 16 doubles, 10 home runs, 40 runs batted in. Coger grounded to third in her first at bat. Out by what was step, maybe. Good play from Jasmine Soriano on that one. Swings and lifts this one foul. Will get well out of play. Wind kind of blowing out towards left field a little bit today. Swirls for a touch, but flags all kind of pushing towards the left field corner. Well, we had it come at our face for a moment there, knocked over our umbrella. One to Coger. This one smacked out into left center field. That's going to get to the wall. Coger around towards second base. And it's a 1-out stand-up double here in the third for Lily Coger. And Moorpark finds themselves in business with 2, 3, and 4. All coming up with one away. There's Riley Redmond popped up, the second baseman in her first at bat. Chance to try and drive in a run. Slap hitter takes a called strike. She bunts this time. Soriano will scoop it and fire it to first. A sacrifice bunt from Redmond. Two down as it moves the runner 60 feet away here. And ensures the 3-hitter and Morgan Casillas will get an opportunity. With 2 down. First pitch from Akane Gonzalez to Casillas in for a strike. She flew out to left field in her first at bat. Wild pitch is not generally a factor in softball, but we take a look nonetheless. 3 wild pitches this year for Akana Gonzalez with the runner just 60 feet away. Wind has changed direction once again. Now it's kind of blowing in. Swirling around quite a bit, knocking stuff over at the same time. This ball poked foul. This ball hit down the first base side, foul. So again, we go with a 2-strike pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Here to Casillas. This ball popped up, straight back, and will get out of play. So battle here with Casillas and Akana Gonzalez. 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner at third base. And Cougar after the 1-out double. This one chopped on the ground, foul up the first base side once again. So again, we go no balls, 2 strikes. And rattling our camera around out there here as we wait on the 2 balls and 2 strike pitch with 2 away. That one called strike 3 on the outside corner. Will set down the side. Second strikeout for Akana Gonzalez. It remains 1-0 as we go to the home half of the 3rd inning here from Whitten Field. Canyons and Moorpark in a 3C2A regional play-in elimination game. Six in a row retired so far for Alyssa Morales. She'll face 7, 8, 9 here, the Canyons order in the 3rd inning. Giselle Morito will start things off, heading .238 this year. Just 4 extra base hits, 3 of them doubles. 6 walks, 14 strikeouts this season for the left-handed hitting first baseman. Morales so far in the ballgame with 2 punch-outs, no hits allowed, no base runners allowed so far. First pitch misses down as it bounces in the dirt. Marita, another of that group that's part of the all-conference honorees this year. Was 0 for 3 in her previous game against Moorpark. Two balls and no strikes, the count to Giselle Marita. Canyons looking for their first base runner of the ballgame here in the 3rd. Trailing 1-0, the only run so far, the Kaylee Green home run. Marita takes a 2-0 for a strike. The 2-1 from Morales misses. Best chance of the ball game so far for Canyons to get a base runner here. It's been the one knock for Morales this season is the punch out or the walk numbers at times have been high. And there's a walk there to give Canyons their first base runner of the ball game. Leadoff walk for Giselle Marita here. Oh, that'll bring us Amber Phillips. Phillips, .315 this season. 3 doubles, 13 RBI. Wismath asking her to bunt on the first pitch. Try and move Marita into position. Runs at a premium right now as we get into playoff time. Last time these two teams played, just 3 runs in the ball game, 2 for Canyons, 1 for Moorpark. So again, you expected maybe another low-scoring affair. Phillips trying to bunt again, misses. They throw behind Marita, but she's back safely. It's a pretty good throw for Misararas. No balls and 2 strikes to count here to Phillips. That one down in the dirt. Phillips able to check her swing. They check down to first. And the first base umpire, Scott Matthews, says no. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. Phillips waits, Morales delivers. Misses down and the count runs full. So the bottom of the order making it tough here on Alyssa Morales. Phillips fights this one off. The walks, like we said, have been a concern this year, 4.87 per game. She is their ace, leads the team in wins. Phillips hits this one foul up the first base side. Good job by Green to find a good position and make the play. Here's Yahali Gonzalez. One away for the DP. Hitting .317 this year. Also a part of that all-conference group. Good pitch in there for a strike. For Canyons, it was Janice Jimenez, Jocelyn Jimenez, Krista Vierick, Belinda Lujano, all first team. Akana Gonzalez, Jasmine Soriano, Amber Phillips, and Jordan Shepard, all second team. Yesali Gonzalez and Giselle Morita were honorable mention this year. So it was littered with Cougars, who finished second in the WSC South. For Moorpark, they finished second in the WSC North. Gonzalez takes down. For Moorpark, Alyssa Morales, Morgan Casillas, Lily Coger, Kaylee Green, Daniela Isararas, all first teamers. Ariane Munoz, Danielle Shinko, and Riley Furness and Abril Ramirez were part of the second team. And Riley Redmond, a third teamer. Or an honorable mention, we should say. Gonzalez fights this one off. Yahali was one of the state leaders in walks last season. Only 7 walks to go along with 7 strikeouts this year. She's been at the bottom of the lineup for most of the season. John Wismeth uses her kind of as a second leadoff option. Pretty steady, all things considered. She swings and hits this one out into the left center field gap. That's going to get down for a base hit. Morita headed to third. They're going to try and send her from first. Gonzalez in with a stand-up triple, and the game is tied at 1 here in the third. The center fielder, Coger, had some trouble as she got back to the wall. Did she get stuck in the fence? There is a concrete kind of ridge out there that holds the fence in place. And maybe she slipped on it, I don't know. It took her a second to get the ball in. And that allowed Gonzalez to get to third, Morita to come around to score and tie the game. First hard hit ball of the game off of Alyssa Morales. And now the concern is for Moorpark, if your center fielder, Lily Coger, is all right. So an RBI triple for Yahali Gonzalez. Looks like Lily Coger is okay. And now you go back to the top of the order here, Belinda Lujano. With the go-ahead run just 60 feet away for Canyons. First hit of the ball game is a triple for Yahali Gonzalez. Her 4th of the year. And Lujano will try and make it hurt worse with just one away. Lujano, first pitch chopper. That's going to get through up the middle, an RBI base hit. As Canyons 2 runs here in their half of the third. Belinda Lujano with the RBI single. And the Cougars out in front for the first time today. So a chopper single from Lujano brings in Yahali Gonzalez, results in a Moorpark conference. As the infield comes in to try and help settle down Alyssa Morales, as now she faces the toughest stretch of the order for Canyons. As Jocelyn Jimenez will step in, the WSC South first teamer. Lined out softly to third in her last at bat. Keep an eye on Lujano at first. 15 for 18 on the bases this season. Certainly a threat to run. With one away. Jimenez takes a called strike. Back-to-back hits for the Cougars here in the inning. Jimenez swings and hits this one on the ground towards short. Furness to second. They're only going to get the runner at second base as Lujano slides in to break it up. Jimenez runs very well. So score at 6-4 for the second out of the inning. Here's Janice Jimenez. Struck out for just the 7th time this season in her first at-bat. Hits with her sister aboard at first base, who's a stolen base threat as well, with 20 steals on the year. And 2 away in the inning. It's be big for Morales to get through this part of the order without giving anything else up. Jimenez, first pitch swinging, hits it down the right field line. That one's going to be just foul, they say. Looked like an awful lot of chalk from here, but tough for us to tell, so it's a strike. And we'll go back to work. So one strike pitch up coming to Jimenez. Wind swirling around a little bit again. Canyons 2 runs here in the third. Jimenez takes inside. For Jocelyn this season, 20 of 21 when running. 15th most steals in the state. This is a Canyons team that runs a lot. 92 stolen bases on 103 attempts. Jimenez running this time, and she'll have second base swiped as her sister swung through a pitch. So 2-strike count now. 21st stolen base on the year. Again, this a Canyons team that runs a lot, like we said. 92 of 103 coming in. So they're 93rd stolen base as a unit. And now we'll see if Janice Jimenez can cash in her sister out at second base. 2-strike pitch, called strike 3. And that is the end of the inning, but Canyons gets a pair. A walk, a triple, and an RBI single. Puts 2 across. We go to the 4th, 2-1. Excellent response from Canyons in the third, as they get 2 runs. The bottom of the order getting things started. And Akana Gonzalez pitching with a lead for the first time today. Will face 4, 5, and 6. He's Raras, Green, and Morales. Raras, a fly ball to right field in her first at bat. Catcher takes the ball outside. One misses down for Canyons and Akana Gonzalez right now. This ball popped up foul. Two balls and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting catcher. Off speed misses just away. I say for Akana Gonzalez and the Cougars, you need a quick inning here. You need a 1-2-3 if you can get it. Get your team back into hit as the offense about a charge in that third. Don't want to let Moorpark regather anything here. This ball popped up right side. Merida drifting back will make the play. In foul territory for the first out. One down for Kaylee Green. The only run of the game so far off the bat of Kaylee Green, a solo home run to left field back in the second inning. I should say the only Moorpark run of the game. And Gonzalez comes right after, a slow roller towards third. Soriano scoops it and fires. 2 down. Two away for Alyssa Morales. Green, Morales, and Cougars, the only 3 with hits for Moorpark so far. Pitcher trying to help herself and start something with 2 down. Singled, stole a base. Back in that second inning. Off speed, misses up. Gonzalez has gotten to the changeup quite a bit today. This time comes with some pace. This one going to be foul. Nothing that Vieira, Merida, and Shepard could do to try and get there. Some loosening going on in the Moorpark bullpen. This ball lifted in the air towards the back of second base. Jordan Shepard will make the play. And that'll end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Akana Gonzalez, her first since the first. 2-1 Canyons as we go to the home half of the fourth.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Bjerk, Shepard, and Soriano scheduled to face Morales here. For Moorpark, we talked about some loosening going on in the bullpen. And Brewer Ramirez was up getting loose. Bjerk grounded to first softly in her first AB. Sorry about our center field camera right now. It's on one of the flag poles. That's the best we can do, and it's just getting blown around right now. Good tank from Bjerk. 2 balls and 1 strike. The wind kind of dies out a little bit. Again, it's been swirling all day today. Bjerk fights this one off as she chases a pitch up and out of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the 4th inning. 2-1 Canyons. 1 in the 3rd for Moorpark on a Kaylee Green solo home run. 1 in the 2nd for Moorpark on a Kaylee Green home run. 2 in the 3rd for Canyons, powered by a Holly Gonzalez triple. And a Belinda Lujano chopper through the middle. Count stays 2-2. Interesting. We'll have to try and find out what happened to Lily Coger on that trip. I do believe she might have got stuck in the fence. Bjerk lines it right at first base, and Green makes the play. So second time from Bjerk. Hits it right at the first baseman. This time on a line, 1 down. Takes us to Jordan Shepard, grounded to short in her only at-bat so far today. Just 2 hits for Canyons so far in the ball game, 3 for Moorpark. It's been a pitcher's struggle so far. Shepard lifts this one to deep left center field. This one's going to be trouble for Redmond. She won't get there. A solo home run from Jordan Shepard. And Canyons has a 3-1 lead. A power surge out of Jordan Shepard. Her 3rd of the year. A moonshot out to left center field. And now Canyons has an extra run to pad their lead. Here's Jasmine Soriano. Soriano flew out to center in her only at bat. This one hit on the ground towards short. Scooped by Furness across to first, one down. Or two down, excuse me. Here's Giselle Merida. Walk and a run scored back in the third. Canyons with runs in back-to-back innings. So now for Canyons, 5-1 this year when they hit a home run. They've only played 2 one-run games this year, which is wild. They're 2-0 in one-run games. And actually, that's incorrect. They're 1-1 in one-run games. Our totaling system didn't do that correctly. This ball hit up the middle towards center field. That's a base hit. So Merida, her first hit of the ball game. She stays hot with a walk and a base hit. A 2-down single. And that might spell the end of the day for Alyssa Morales. Or at least the end so far. And that means Abril Ramirez will come in. She pitched in the last game, went 6 innings when these two teams played and picked up the loss. She'll come in here in the fourth with 2 outs. Giselle Merida over at first base, and she'll face the 8-hitter in Amber Phillips. So you can't close the book on Alyssa Morales yet. But she comes out having given up 3 runs on 4 hits with 3 punch-outs and a walk and a home run allowed, at least so far. She could always return. And she is responsible for the runner at first base at the moment. So Ramirez will face Phillips here. First pitch misses down. Bro Ramirez last time. 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. In the loss, 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. Phillips takes up and in. That one misses down. Ramirez over the last 5, an ERA of 4.67. Her season ERA of 5.88. An FIP of 7.16. And she walks Amber Phillips. So runners on first and second with 2 away here for Yahali Gonzalez. The DP who did damage last inning with a triple. And now a big spot again. With 2 on and 2 away. For Gonzalez, her 3rd triple of the season. Ramirez ready to deliver. Gonzalez takes a strike on the outer half. 3-1 Canyons after the solo home run from Jordan Shepard here with 1 away in the inning. A 2-out single from Giselle Morita, a 2-out walk from Amber Phillips. We go to the 9-hitter in Yahali Gonzalez and an 0-1 count. Waits on the Ramirez delivery that misses down and away. The count is even at 1-1. Two sky fly balls that have left the ballpark today here at Whitten Field. Not usually a park you see a lot of home runs at. Might been the biggest power surge we've seen in about 5 years here. 2 home runs in a ball game. Generally, because of the size of the field, you see a lot more inside the park situations. Gonzalez waits on a 2-1. They throw behind Amber Phillips here, but she's back safely. Something interesting off Yahali Gonzalez watching her hit. She actually hits with her hands split just slightly on the bat. Usually you see your hands a little more tighter together. Gonzalez, a noticeable separation between her top hand and her bottom hand. Swings and fouls it away. Count runs to full. Runners will get a head start. Ramirez trying to get out of the trouble. 3-2 down in the dirt. Gonzalez works a walk. The bases will load up as we go back to the top of the order here in the 4th inning. So back-to-back walks issued by Bro Ramirez. And now here's Belinda Lujano, who had the RBI single back in the 3rd. Takes up and out of the zone. Lujano in that slap hitter form. You got to be very careful in this instance. As you want to make contact and keep the ball in play while you're in the box. We've seen that bite Canyons a few times this year. Lujano runs ahead, slaps this one down the 3rd base side, foul. One ball, one strike. This one a chopper. This one might be trouble. Tough play. That's going to score a run. It's a base hit for Belinda Lujano. Brings in Giselle Morita. 2nd RBI of the ball game for Lujano. And never mind, we'll bring everybody back as it's an illegally batted ball. So right on cue, as we talked about, you have to be careful with that. Instead, it goes down as a strike on an illegally batted ball. The runners all go back to their places, and it remains 3-1. So it makes it a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Would have been the 4th run across in the ball game. Instead, gets wiped away on the illegally batted ball, and we'll go back to Lujano standing at the plate with 2 strikes against her. This one chopped towards second base. That's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run will score. Runners advancing. Phillips gets thrown out at the plate. Canyons does get a run across, though, on the RBI hit from Lujano. Never mind. So Lujano illegally batted it again, so it's a strikeout against. A run does not go across. It remains 3-1. That ends the inning. So it did not matter that Phillips got thrown out at the plate. 3-1 as we go to the fifth. So 2 illegally batted balls take away an extra run for Canyons. And we'll go to the fifth here. Moorpark will send 7, 8, and 9 to the plate. It'll be Riley Furness, Ariane Munoz, and Danielle Shinko. As the wind has taken a complete 180 again and is now blowing out to straightaway center field. Furness flew out to center in her only at bat. Has done a solid job at short today. Connie Gonzalez spotted a 2-run lead now as we hit here in the fifth. One ball, one strike to count to Riley Furness. Makes it 3-0 here. Kane has done a good job today staying away from the walk. Daisy Beltran going to pop her head out of the dugout here after 3 straight pitches that have missed. So 3 ball, 1 strike count now. 4 straight pitches out of the zone. First walk issued of the day by Akane Gonzalez. Leadoff base runner here for Moorpark. There's the second baseman, Ariane Munoz. Struck out in her first at bat. Leadoff runner for Moorpark on for the first time today. Furness only 3 stolen bases this season. This one popped up on the first pitch right to Giselle Merida. Merida's been active over at first base today. One down for Danielle Shinko. Shinko 241 this season. Shinko popped up into foul territory on the first base side in her only at bat today. Shinko does have a little bit of pop, 1 home run this season, so the tying run at the plate. Always something to be aware of. Moorpark not a single, only one batter in their lineup without a home run, and that's Riley Redmond. This one fouled away. 36 home runs this season for Moorpark. Coming into the day, they added 1 more today. 7th most in California in the regular season. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Shinko here. This ball hit in the air towards right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Vieira tries to fire into second base, but not going to be in time. Furness had to hold up. So 7 and 9 reach base, much like in the Canyons' third. Here in the Moorpark 5th, we go back to the top of the order. As Lily Cougars comes to the plate with a double and a ground ball to third, 1 for 2. Swings and lifts this one in the air towards right center field. Jimenez calls for it and makes the play. So 2 away for Riley Redmond. 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. Don't have the base runners correct here. Redmond trying to bunt. Akana Gonzalez fielding her position. Fires to first. Pulled Merida off the bag. And that loads up the bases here. Officially ruled an error by me, but we'll see what the official scoring is. Gonzalez had plenty of time, just rushed the throw. And instead, the first pitch hits. Casillas, and Moorpark gets a run. The bunt scored a base hit. And all of a sudden, just like that, Moorpark back within 1. So struggle of a 5th inning for Akana Gonzalez here. Here's Issa Araras, who's popped out and flown out. Gonzalez just has not been near the strike zone nearly enough. here in the inning, non-competitive pitches. And Isararas a chance to try and tie or take the lead for Moorpark with 2 down. Aces loaded full of Raiders here. This one fouled away. Started with a leadoff walk, a base hit from Shinko, a 2-out base hit from Riley Redmond on a bunt, and then a hit batter. This one fought off. Isararas waits on the 1-2 pitch. Misses just outside. Tying run 60 feet away. Go ahead run out at second base in a 3-2 ball game here in the 5th. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Daniela Isararas. This ball lifted in the air towards straightaway center field. Jimenez going back. Makes the catch over her shoulder to end the inning. Moorpark gets one back, though. We head to the bottom half of the 5th and a 1-run ball game here from Whitten Field. Heart of the Canyons order to face Abril Ramirez here in the 5th inning. The Jimenez sisters and then Krista Vierick. Jocelyn 0 for 2 today. 2, 3, and 4 so far without a hit. For John Wismath's Canyons team. Trying to change that here in the 5th. And really just through the first 4 in the order, just 1 hit. Belinda Lujano, the RBI single back in the 3rd, although had 2 hits wiped away as she illegally batted the ball twice in the last inning with the bases loaded. Jocelyn Jimenez waits on a 1-0 pitch here from Abril Ramirez. Takes a called strike on the inner half. Jimenez did reach in the 3rd on a fielder's choice and stole second, but was left there. Her sisters struck out twice today to end innings. Been a rough day for Janice. Jocelyn trying to get something started, though, here, so maybe they can get something going as a group in a 3-2 ball game where they lead. Thanks to some power from the bottom of the lineup. Jordan Shepard home run, a Holly Gonzalez RBI triple. This one hit on the ground towards second. Excellent play by Munoz to stab it on one hop. A hard hit ball, nothing you can do but tip your cap to the second baseman. 1 away. Here's Janice Jimenez. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts today. Left to change that narrative right now. And as we've seen kind of in the past at times, will press herself a little bit too much. And if she just stays within herself, when she drives the ball to right center field is when she's at her best. Maybe a little bit of pressure for the first 2 at-bats, but trying to settle in here with a 1-run lead. And 1 away. Takes down. 2 balls and no strikes. Good hitters count here. As Jimenez ready. Ramirez flips the ball in her right hand. Checks the wristband for the sign. Gets ready to deliver. Down in the dirt, 3-1. Being careful here with Janice Jimenez. Three balls and no strikes to Janice Jimenez. 4-pitch walk. Much better at bat from Jimenez, not chasing. A 1-out base runner here for Krista Vierik. So far, Canyons has not touched up Ramirez, as she's yet to allow a hit, but she's walked 3. Vierik, 0 for 2. Both balls on the right side, right at the first baseman, Kaylee Green. Keep an eye on Janice Jimenez, 20 stolen bases for her this season. So they just run wild, 20 for 22 this year between her and her sister. 40 stolen bases in the regular season. Vierik chops this one towards short. Furness is throw to second. Off the glove of Munoz as she kind of let go of it low. It's an errant throw on the shortstop that time. And Canyons with 2 on here. First error of the ball game on either side. And now Jordan Shepard, who had the solo home run an inning ago, comes to the plate. 2 batters on and 1 out. First pitch misses down. Gets away from Isarararas. Shepard just holds her spot. Isarararas couldn't get around her, so runners move ahead. Good job by the Canyons base running crew that time. Double steal on the ball in the dirt. Vierik doing a good job reading Jimenez. As soon as the runner in front of you takes off, you follow. And so now Shepard, a base hit, can re-extend the Canyons lead. It's a 3-2 ball game here in the 5th. Shepard solo home run an inning ago out to left field. Anything that fancy, just a base hit. That one gets away. And Jimenez will score on the wild pitch. 25th wild pitch of the season on Abril Ramirez. And Canyons gets gifted a run on a ball that gets away from the catcher to move runners to second and third, and then a wild pitch. So nothing fancy, but you add one more. Shepard hits this one on the ground towards third. On a one-hopper, it's right to Ramirez, who fires to first. Shepard down. 2 down for Jasmine Soriano here. The Canyons claps back after Moorpark gets a run in the 5th. Chance to try and get another one here. Soriano 0 for 2 with a runner 60 feet away. And Vierik. Ramirez, you'd like to get out of the inning right now against Soriano. Off-speed misses inside. As the bottom of the Canyons order between Marita, Phillips, and Gonzalez have been all over the bases. They've reached 5 times in 6 at-bats between the trio. Starting things for Canyons today. Marita has walked and scored. Singled. Phillips has walked. Gonzalez tripled and scored and walked. So I don't know if you want to face that group right now. 2 balls and no strikes here to Jasmine Soriano. Ramirez delivers. Called strike on the inside. Must have just caught the inside edge. That one misses down. So the count runs to 3-1. This one hit right up the middle for a base hit. Another run across for Canyons. Soriano, her first hit of the ball game. An RBI single. And you make it 5-2, a 2-out hit. So good job from Canyons to cash in the 2 runs that were in scoring position. Here's Giselle Marita. So the offense doing what it needs to do here. Lead back up to 3. Marita, 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Soriano, 7 stolen bases on the season, so always a threat. Canyons all-time single-season batting average leader, Lauren Anderson, in the house over here. Can't see her standing behind the scoreboard group. Ramirez behind 2-1 here to Marita. Another pitcher up for Moorpark here. That one misses up. I think it's Kira McLucas out there getting loose. They do go back to McLucas. No, it's actually Alyssa Morales back out there loosening back up again. Marita walks on 5 pitches, so extending the inning once again. Second walk of the inning, 4th of the ball game against Debril Ramirez. And now she faces Amber Phillips. Little laugh that time from both sides. Jasmine Soriano got a big lead on the ball in the dirt. So Raras kind of threw behind her, but it was really a half-hearted throw. It went to Brianna Munoz, Ariane Munoz, excuse me, was not even close to the bag, and Soriano diving back kind of flopped back. Phillips takes, and it's 2-0. Phillips will walk, gonna pop out. That went in for a strike. We are under run rule conditions as well, 8 after 5. It's a 3-run game right now, but it's something to be aware of. Your Moorpark, you can't let this inning get away from you. 2 on and 2 away, 2 across. Phillips waits, takes, and it's 3-1. That one down in the dirt. So back-to-back walks issued. 3rd of the inning. 5th of the ball game. That spells the end for Abreu Ramirez. So as we talked about, you could potentially see Alyssa Morales back. She will re-enter here to face Yahali Gonzalez, who tripled off her back in the 3rd inning. So for Abreu Ramirez, she goes 1 complete inning. She walks 5. She gives up just 1 hit. And she's responsible for all 3 runners out there. So Alyssa Morales back out. Gonzalez hitting with the bases loaded. Morales' first pitch misses down. And again, you can't let this inning get away from you if you're Moorpark. Gonzalez, the 8th batter to come to the plate in the inning. Goes back to the 4th, too. Those couple of ground balls from Belinda Lujano that were illegally batted that would have driven a run across and kept the inning alive. Mark it down could be important later on. As it is just a 3-run ball game still. Bases loaded here for Canyons. They left them loaded in the 3rd. Or in the 4th, excuse me. Trying not to do the same here in the 5th. Gonzalez takes strike 2, and it's 1-2. Morales delivers a 1-2. Down and away. Soriano at 3rd. Marita at 2nd. Phillips at 1st. 2 down. Jimenez and Villarreal have already scored in the inning. Soriano with an RBI single. One of the runs came in on a wild pitch. Gonzalez fouls it away off to the left. On a 2-2 that goes off the top of the clubhouse. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gonzalez waits. Swings and hits this one in the air to left field. Coming in as Redmond make the play. So Canyons leaves the bases loaded. They do get a couple across, though. We head to the 6th in a 5-2 ball game. Green, Morales, and Furness for Moorpark. Green a solo home run back in the 2nd. Got the scoring started in the ball game. Facing Akane Gonzalez for the 3rd time today. First pitch to Green, misses inside. Gonzalez struggled through the 5th. But for Canyons, gets through 5. It's been an important mark for the Cougars this year. "22 wins when their starter goes 5 or more, to go along with 12 losses. But usually it's the starter's game from start to finish for the Cougars. Whether it had been Anais Perez or Akane Gonzalez as the year's gone on. This one hit towards 3rd. Soriano gathers and fires. One down as we go to the pitcher, Alyssa Morales, who checked back in the last half inning. Singled and popped out. Strike called that time against Morales on a pitch that looked up, but maybe caught the zone on the back half down. Remember, the strike zone 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional. Just has to touch any portion of where the plate is. Doesn't matter where it crosses, it's just a matter of if it touches. This one lifted in the air to right field to Christopher Eric. 2 down. Here's Riley Furness. Laney Diaz looking for anything on the offensive side right now. A 5-2 ball game to get Moorpark going. Furness takes a strike. Leadoff walk last inning for Furness, and she came around to score, but that was the only Moorpark run. Left the bases loaded in the inning. Furness 0 for 1. This ball hit on the ground towards 3rd. Soriano there to collect. A 1-2-3 inning for Akane Gonzalez. We go to the home half of the 6th. Canyons still holding a 3-run lead, looking for some insurance coming back around. Welcome back into the Cougar Sports Network. We get ready for the home half of the 6th inning. Remember what awaits the winner, a date with Palomar on Friday and Saturday. It's a 3-game series in the first round. Winner of that advances to the second round with a chance to advance to state playoffs, still intact. Belinda Lujano will lead things off. 1 for 3. 2 strikeouts, although one of them is strikeout on an illegally batted ball. As Morales back in the circle. First pitch misses away. Morales has pitched in 4 innings in the ball game, split 3 2/3 to start, picked up the final out of the last inning. This one fouled away. One ball, one strike here to Belinda Lujano. An RBI single back in the 3rd inning against Morales. Couple of runs here for Canyons for insurance. Certainly help going into the 7th. Looking ahead for Moorpark, they would send 8, 9, and 1 to the plate. Strike 2 in there. So we run to a 2-2 count. Good pitch. Morales gets Lujano on a pitch that rose up under the hands on the inside. 1 away. Fourth strikeout of the ball game for Morales. Janice Jimenez, or Jocelyn Jimenez, excuse me, 0 for 3, grounded into a fielder's choice back in the 3rd, the only time she's been on. Moorpark has done a really good job with the middle part of the order today. Even though Jimenez and Vierik both scored back in the 5th. The middle part without a hit. This one's going to be trouble. Munoz flips in time. 2 down. Another really good play from Ariane Munoz. So 2 down for Janice Jimenez. Walked and scored in the 5th. It is 0 for 2. As we said, only 1 hit through the first 4 in the lineup today. That was the Lujano base hit. 2, 3, and 4 hitless so far. They've been on 3 times. They've counted for 2 runs, which is the most important thing. But all in all, for Moorpark, moral victory in terms of you've held them down. You just haven't held the rest of the lineup down, and that's the difference right now in the ball game. 5 through 9. With 4 hits for Canyons. 5 walks. Including the home run from Jordan Shepard, the RBI triple from Yahali Gonzalez. And is way ahead that time. She's behind in the count, 0-2. Canyons, if they do win this, they have a date with Moorpark, who they've seen already. back on the 18th of April. Lost 11-0 and 5-3. Good thing is you have seen him. This one hit towards third. Ramirez just in time to get Jimenez. So 1-2-3 inning for Moorpark. 5-2 as we go to the 7th. Eight, 9, and 1 for Moorpark here. Munoz, Shinko, and Cogar. Zakana Gonzalez going to try and finish this one out. She had 14 complete games on the season. Looking for her 13th win here in 2026. And her first of the playoffs to advance Canyons to the first round out of the play-in round. Munoz 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out. Swings and lifts this one in the air to straightaway center field where Jocelyn Jimenez patrols. And there's one pitch and one out. Good start for Akana Gonzalez, one away. Here's Shinko, base hit and a pop out. 1 for 2. Moorpark down to their final 2 outs of the ball game. Shinko trying to get a 1-out rally started. Gonzalez attacks her with an off-speed pitch that misses away. Shinko a looping single out to right field in her at-bat in the 5th inning. Just her 3rd time to the plate today. Moorpark has not been able to flip the lineup over enough. Just 2 runs in the ball game on 5 hits. This ball softly hit back of second base. That's enough for a base hit. Lujano kind of rolled over on herself that time. Looks like she's all right. So a 1-out single for Shinko. Didn't hit it hard, but just hit it to the right part of the field. And Moorpark flips the lineup over here. So Shinko, a couple of hits, neither were hit hard. Here's Cogar. Doubled back in the 3rd is 1 for 3. Akana Gonzalez, you've got room to work. Attack Cogar here if you can. That one in for a strike, as that runner at first base means nothing at the moment. It's a 3-run ball game, the tying run in the on-deck circle. Focus on trying to get Lily Cogar here more than anything else. Cogar hits it in the air to straightaway center field. Jimenez going back. She makes the catch over her shoulder. 2nd time today that Jimenez makes an excellent play drifting back over her left shoulder. Takes away extra bases from Cogar. And Moorpark down to their final out of the ball game. Made it look really easy that time, did Jocelyn Jimenez. Solid in center field. Here's Riley Redmond, singled on a bunt back in the 5th. Is 1 for 2. Gonzalez trying to close it out. Redmond showing bunt. Takes the pitch away. Delaney Diaz and Riley Redmond going to come together to discuss things because Redmond bunting as though to sacrifice here in the 7th. And Diaz, I think, is telling her, no, there's 2 outs. You've got to swing. As even though a bunt single last time on what should have probably been an out, something similar could end the ball game here. Waiting on a 1-0. She takes a strike. I think that's what the discussion was, is go ahead and slap here. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count here to Riley Redmond. Connie Gonzalez trying to close it out here. 2 down with a runner at first base in Shinko. Redmond takes called strike 2 on the outside corner. And Connie Gonzalez a pitch away from finishing off a complete game and advancing Canyons to the first round, where they'd have a date with Moorpark. The 2-strike pitch slapped foul. One ball, 2 strikes the count. Redmond trying to keep the game going. Gonzalez delivers. Fouled away again. One pitch away from closing it out again. We go on the 1-2. Misses outside. Count is even at 2-2. Again, the tying run in the on-deck circle, and Morgan Casillas. So for Connie Gonzalez, just focus on trying to get Riley Redmond here. This ball popped up to left. Jimenez coming in. She'll make the play. And that's the ball game, a complete game for Connie Gonzalez. Canyons takes it 5-2. They've got a date with Moorpark upcoming here later on in the week as they advance into the first round of the 3C2A SoCal Regional Playoffs with a 5-2 victory over Moorpark. That'll do it for us here today and for the season, unless something wild happens going on the rest. We thank you for joining us all year long on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll see you back in the fall. Football, soccer, volleyball kick back off. Have a good one, everybody. Enjoy your summer.